Hi everyone, this is Ascended Twin 144K. I'm here to do a reading for the general collective energies of Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames. How's everybody doing tonight? For those of you who are not Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines, if anything in this video resonates for you, then there was a message meant for you. But I will do some general collective energies for those who are not in divine counterpart relationships. Also, all the information that you need below will be listed in the description box below the video. Okay, I cuss, I talk shit, and I don't read like any other tarot reader on YouTube. Point blank. Period. So if those three things offend you, just click off. Also, thank you to all of the subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. It is growing, so with each subscriber, that is a block that is being built to lay the foundation of a wonderful thing yet to come, because as I ascend, everybody else ascends with me. So as I receive messages, those messages are sent back to you guys. So it may or may not resonate for everyone, and energy is past, present, and future. So let's get started, guys. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, I'm sorry, and we have the Three of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Wands, and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there is juggling that is going on in a situation. Somebody is very, very indecisive in this situation. They're not balanced enough to make a proper decision. Divine Femme, Divine Masculine. Somebody is needing to have strength. Yeah, you're needing to find your strength in this situation because you've been feeling left out in the cold. Some of you have been feeling left out in the cold emotionally, some of you financially. For some of you, you have experienced all of this. Some of you have become homeless, jobless. You don't have a car anymore. You've lost everything that you've ever worked for. And it was due to your interaction with your divine counterpart, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, whoever has the energy of the Divine Masculine right now. And this is also for same-sex situations. So you've been left out in the situation. There were things that were hidden from you. And the Emperor hid things from you in a relationship. You could have possibly been in a situation where your Emperor was very caught up financially, more so than he was emotionally. So it led you to ask questions about whether or not there were other options in a situation, what else was going on in this situation. And your Emperor was just talking about, you know, it's just friends and we just collab and we work together, blah, 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 this type of shit. And some of it wasn't true. For others of you, this was a third-party situation. For others of you, this was someone that was already married in a situation, plus they had another person on the side. And it caused you to be very guarded, very defensive, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. There was a lot of lies, a lot of competition, a lot of deceit, a lot of betrayal, internal fighting, external fighting. Some of you even got very physical. And I ain't talking about no little physical. This shit got physical, okay? Yeah, and overall was defeat. Because you felt defeated in love. You had a great deal, or you still do have a great deal of love for your divine partner. Your divine partner could currently be spying on you, you spying on them. Somebody wants to take action, possibly and send a message in, but because of the broken heart that was created behind all of this bullshit, is leaving somebody very indecisive. Both sides, you're mirroring both sides because of the broken heart. And at this point, both of you have walked away from this situation, or one of you have walked away. And it left you feeling very guarded, very sad, very defensive, very emotional. Very. You're still very emotional. And you're trapped. Some of you, you're trapped in your situation. For others of you, this is your divine masculine or the divine feminine that is feeling trapped in a marital or long-term standing relationship. Some of you, your divine masculine is not married, but he is in a contract with the karmic. The karmic and him have assets acquired together, and they're legal and binding. And they're going through this situation. For some of you, some of your divine masculines, divine feminines right now are going through this contractual agreement where they're having to divvy up the assets. And there could very well be your divine counterpart either has Aries in their chart, you do, or the karmic is an Aries, male or female, same sex. But somebody is manifesting. But there are delays. There are financial constraints. There are financial delays in this situation. And this is what's causing the blockages. And some of you are just blocking because every time you and your divine masculine or your divine feminine, you come together, you suffer this. You lose finances. You lose your assets. You lose the things that you're working to acquire. And this is us. Both of us have a decision to make, to stand or go forward. You have an angel that's presiding over this. And some of us have Gemini in our chart, or our divine masculine or divine feminines have Gemini in their chart. And some of us are dealing with someone that is quite emotional. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You could have this in your chart, or they could have that in their chart, or you could both have it in your chart. But somebody is learning to master their emotions, to get a hold of themselves. This person is loving, nurturing, and caring. This could definitely be your divine masculine as well. Let's go forward. Yeah. And for some of you, there's a baby involved. It's hidden. He hasn't revealed that there's a baby. And there is some legal situations going on where that baby is concerned too. Karma. The karmic wheel of fortune. This is what the back and forth is about, because somebody keeps going back to the same situation, and it creates another cycle, another lesson. So it makes you indecisive, which in turn your twin becomes indecisive because you don't hear anything from your twin. And this is where you're needing to have courage and strength. And both of us need to go within and find clarity and wisdom. Because of how our thoughts are, it can be toxic. But you also know that either you or your counterpart is in a toxic relationship. And it is very karmic. And they're still learning their lessons because they keep repeating the same cycle. So they keep repeating and incurring the same karmic lesson over and over again. And there's still a lot of family and friends that are involved, squabbling, arguing. Some of these people are prostituting your divine masculine or your divine feminine for money. And it's causing them to feel left out in the cold as well, too. And they're heavily concerned about money. Some of your divine masculines or divine feminines are homeless right now. And they're having to find people. So they're going to people. Some of them could be going to family members and friends. But they want the truth of a situation. They want to know what's going on for real. And don't give me multiple different stories. Give me one truthful option as far as what has really happened in your relationship and why you're feeling so guarded and defensive and why you feel defeated about your love relationship. Divine masculine, divine feminine. The hangman. So this is my divine, this is Father divine, the hangman. So right now there is divine intervention in this relationship. Some of you can feel an energetic block as to where you can't reach out to your divine masculine for whatever reasons. There is a hit or miss between the two of you, divine masculine, divine feminine. Every time you try to communicate possibly to your twin or vice versa, it's like the information or the connection is being deflected because this is energetic protection. This is the divine stepping in to protect the union, because right now neither one of us are in a position right now where we're ready to actually speak our truth without causing heartbreak and pain because of all the karmic finalities that have been taking place in both of our lives, and for the level of imbalance that has been taking place. There's a lot of heartache, there's a lot of pain behind the juggling, and this was also a part of the karma. This is the past life relationship between the two of us. Remembering when we had love, when we were loving each other. The soul still feels it very much. We feel it too, but we feel it from a 3D aspect. Some of us are ascending and others of us are still learning the lesson. And the lesson is too about not allowing sex to be what should only be in a relationship, and that conveys across as love, because it's not love. And some of us, our masculine has addictions, or our feminines, whomever is carrying the addictions in a relationship. They're sexually addicted to situations, people. Some of them are not sure about their sexuality, whether or not they want to be with women, whether or not they want to be with men. For others of you, your divine counterpart is having sex with multiple people, and it is because of something that took place from their childhood. And it could have very well have been that there was a sibling that did this to your divine counterpart. But somebody is going through a change. They're going through a change, and it has been very hard. Some of them are drinking while they're just sitting around doing nothing. And they want the union, but they're also stuck in something that's already like a union. It's not the real thing. But this is where our divine masculine, divine feminine is currently at. They're thinking heavily of the past, of things that they have done, things that they have participated in, childhood situations, a lot of childhood memories. I feel like for some of the divine masculines, divine feminines, there was a loss recently, and it may not be as recent as a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It could have been a couple of weeks to a couple of months, several months out. That's one of our divine masculines, divine feminines has lost a significant person in their life, maybe a parent, a mother or a father, a grandparent, someone that was very important to them, and it is making them reflect greatly on their past. Greatly on their past. So some of those aspects are being healed, while others are still in the karmic phase of things, where the lesson in the cycle is being continued. This could very well represent your divine masculine in a financial situation. He is feeling left out in the cold, or you are feeling left out in the cold, or both of you are left out in the cold. There are times where the divine masculine could be up financially and the divine feminine could be down financially, and vice versa. It goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, like the karmic wheel. One minute you have a job, the next minute you don't, and you don't understand why. But what you don't understand is that each time this is a karmic cycle or a karmic lesson that's being cleared out, it's being burnt off, so you can move forward to your next level, because you're being pushed forward to go into your full inheritance of all the gifts that the divine has prepared for us. And we have a mission here. We have a purpose here. And you're needing to find that strength and courage. The divine is with you every step of the way. But you have to trust and believe in that. You are healing. For a lot of us, we're healing. And also for our divine counterparts, we're healing as well. And for some of us, there is movement forward, victory to the abundance that we need financially. The divine masculine right now is feeling left out in the cold, emotionally and financially. He could be taking a karmic hit financially with the karmic that he is with, or the karmic could be the one taking the hit. But I feel at this point the divine masculine has been taking the hit in this situation, and the karmic has turned her back against him. She's turned her back from him, and she could have Aquarius in her chart, or your divine masculine or counterpart could have Aquarius in their chart. You or them or both. Ooh. The divine masculine is having a lot of regret. Regret for all the things that have happened in this divine union. He's had a lot of time to think about a lot of the things that he has done, a lot of the pain that he has caused, especially to his divine femme. He's looking at the third party that he created and he destroyed and sabotaged. But he still doesn't see the union. He can't see the union. Not at this point. But he wants the union. He wants the union. He's hoping for reconciliation. He wants to cut things out and heal and move forward. Some of your divine masculines are already single. They have moved away from either a karmic mother or a karmic woman, someone that is karmic in their life besides that other karmic. Your divine masculine could have more than one karmic involved. And there's still third-party situations going on. For others of you, there is celebration coming because you're going into union. But there's been a lot of deception, not only in your union, but in the relationship with him and the karmics as well. Somebody withheld money, somebody was hiding money, and somebody was stealing money. Somebody lied about a lot of money. And they're also energetically closed with their heart chakra, but there is harsh communication involved right now. There's a lot of conflict going on with the divine masculine situation, especially, here we go, the lack of reciprocity in the situation. This was us at one point. Now this is him and the karmic in that same situation. The karma has come back. When you juggled a situation that was divinely given to you and you did not recognize it for what it was, now you're receiving the reciprocity that you gave out in your own divine relationship that you treat as divine masculine. Yeah, now you're getting the lack of reciprocity, like we received the lack of reciprocity in our divine counterpart relationship. And she has turned her back on you like you turned your back on your divine feminine. But there is situations that are going on that requires the divine masculine to take a leap of faith out of this situation, because it is coming to a close. The wheel of karma is here, and take that leap forward. This could be an Aries. Some of you could be Aries divine feminines or divine masculines in feminine energy. There was heartbreak, lies, and betrayal, not only in our union, but in their union as well. Something is being brought up for reconciliation yet again. They're still in court legally about this. The finances, the assets that were created in this third-party karmic relationship. There are a lot of assets that have been created between some of you, your divine masculines and divine feminines in a relationship. And they're going to court about some of these things to get their assets back. There's the World card. Anytime the karmic wheel shows up, the World card ain't far behind or it's ahead of it. So, I feel at this point, your counterpart is trying to master his behavior, his player-like ways or her player-like ways, and trying to focus on leveling up and dropping the options and mastering what is good choices. I feel that the divine masculine is learning to make better choices in a situation. He's slowly but surely leveling up. He's at an 8 right now. 10 signifies completion. So for some of you, your divine masculine is leveling up and starting to make better choices. He's also heavily focused on his finances, and that is another cycle of karma that is being burnt off as well. And the World card is closing out on a situation. There is expansion. So expansion is growth in a situation. So for some of us, we have expanded and grown. And for others of us, we are still in a karmic lesson. There is financial stability and abundance that is coming to some of us. Some of us could be regaining our strength and our health back. For others, we could be gaining our finances again. Slowly but surely, we've gotten jobs. We're starting to come out of this place of where we don't have any stability and, example, a place to stay, having a car or means to getting back and forth to work, having a job again, having finances, just getting stability, something grounded, something tangible. In the past, we were all indecisive, and when we did choose, we ended up being rejected. And this offer was rejected. So some of our divine masculines are still rejecting the union. That's them rejecting the offer of love. For whatever reason, and this will vary for each divine counterpart. Some of your divine feminines feel that the burden of the relationship is too great. The demands and the changes that are required are too burdensome. And also, this is some of the burden that your divine masculine is experiencing in his karmic relationship. There are a lot of hidden things. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of deceit. There's a lot of hidden stuff. And some of this is past. Not only just his past with the karmic, but his past with us as well. And he's still indecisive. Very indecisive about us in union. Right here. Stability. But he feels like he could possibly recreate lies, deception, betrayal all over again in this union, as well as in his relationship that he's currently in. He took a leap of faith into lies, deceit, and betrayal with a karmic soulmate. Now it's up for reconciliation, because the World card is here, and so is the Wheel of Karma. So some of our divine counterparts are wanting to come in with a slow-ass offer. This offer is so goddamn slow. It's moving like molasses in January. They want to come together and collaborate, possibly go into a very long-term committed relationship, and for others, marriage. But for some of us, it's going to take a while. But we're wanting the ships to come in. There's truth and clarity in a situation where you get justice, karmic justice. The laws of karma are at play, and the divine is standing firm. And for some of you, there could be a Libra involved in this. The Wheel of Fortune is back again, closing and expanding. Somebody is defensive and guarded about a situation with a child. For some of you, your divine masculine has made a child outside of their relationship, male or female, and now they're standing their ground. Some are lying and saying that, oh, you're the father of our baby, and for others, that's not my baby. And this is some of what the legal issues are about too. Someone is paying child support and they're defending themselves about this child. For some of them, the child does not belong to them. For others, it does. And there's communication that someone secretly wants to convey. They want their ships to come in this situation. They want to give us truth and clarity, and they want to give this justice because it's time. It's time. It's time. No more rejection. They want to start fresh and give a small offer of love. Some of them are feeling overwhelmed about coming forward to speak to. Some are feeling very overwhelmed about coming in and speaking because they feel like the communication is going to be rejected, that we're not going to accept their communication towards us. Some of them have been blocked. Some of them have been, some of y'all have changed your numbers. It's just a lot of different things that's going on that have changed drastically since some of us have been energetically separated. Divine intervention has come in and blocked any further movement in the union because it's time for separation and healing to balance out the scales of karma and justice so that we can get justice in the situation. I'm going to go ahead and start with an Archangel Oracle card on this reading. And this is not going to resonate for all, but it will resonate for some. The two cards that I had came out. Clear your space, Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui and prioritize. So it's asking you to organize your life, divine femmes, divine masculines. Archangel Metatron, prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So it's time because you got brilliant ideas that are coming through and you need to clear the space. Archangel Uriel, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition and you get victory down here. So if you will go ahead and do this portion of it, which is to clear your space and prioritize, you will have new ideas that are going to come into you. And that also means to clear your mental space, divine masculine, divine feminines, because if your mental space is cluttered, how can new ideas come through when they're being divinely sent to you? Okay, now let's do one for the earth magic. At the bottom of the deck, once you get victory, you're going to celebrate, you're going to dance. And you have vulnerability in a situation. For some of us, it's time for us to get our heart chakra back in alignment. So your vulnerability, it doesn't make you weak, it makes you beautiful because you still have strength in your vulnerability. Let's put a message with the Energy Oracle deck. And I think this is highly appropriate. In order for you to heal a broken heart, you have to have patience. Patience with yourself as well as patience with your divine masculine. Our divine masculines and divine feminines have made a lot of mistakes, but we all have, and we're learning from the mistakes that we have made. And we're also learning to have love and patience with ourselves and be vulnerable. Your vulnerability and your patience to heal your broken heart helps. It allows you to feel free and to have clearance and clarity of your mind. So you're going to have to clear away some of these things in order for a lot of these things to work for us in our space, mentally as well as physically. because a lot of us are writers, readers, um, directors, so many different things, producers, musicians, artists. And if you're cluttered, how can you come up with creative new ideas? They're stifled. And that's not what the divine wants for us. He wants us to have the ability to use all of the gifts that have been bestowed upon our souls that are being awakened. So you have abundance in all areas. I hope this message resonated for someone. Please like, comment, subscribe, share with your family and friends. And I will talk to you again, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Y'all take care of yourself. Stay blessed.